Tucked under the flourishing soils of Asia is a tale known as Suvarnabhumi, the land of gold. It is a title as enviable as it is elusive, as its origin has been the subject of many a battle over the years. Some have held claim by use of the sword, others by the swift power of the written word. Yet almost always have they led to more questions than answers. Centuries have now passed and the world is moving faster than ever. But with one country glowing at its finest, perhaps it wouldn't be such a curious attempt to revisit a story that doesn't seem to have ended yet. Sawadee ka and welcome to Thailand. The road to winning Suvarnabhumi can be traced as far back as the 10th century. Known then as the Kingdom of Siam, the country began as a crisscross of Indianized civilizations, which soon made its way to find a heritage of its own. According to studies, the lineage of the Thai people descends from the Chinese province of Guangxi, whose migrants came to conquer the northern and central regions of the land. It is this group of people referred to as the Thai who bears victory in claiming the golden name of Thailand. Shaped out of the magical waters of the Chao Phraya River, Thailand has likewise emerged as a wonderland for the freshest crops. Gardens of spices and the sweetest of mangosteen can be found speckled across the country, humbly carrying the age-old practice of tender, loving care, the Thai way. As the world's leading exporter of rice, and with 70% of the country's employment bound to agriculture, Thailand has similarly grown to be a pillar in farming technology. Kingdoms change, generations come and go, but on this side of the globe, there is one thing that never goes out of style. Buddhism stems from the belief that the pains of life are a consequence of craving, thus granting its followers the prized state of unwanting. This self-help manual, dating back to the influence of the Indianized kingdoms, is what 95% of today's Thai people subscribe to. And if that poses any indication, maybe it wouldn't hurt to try it yourself. But why look elsewhere when you've got gold knocking on your door? Here in Thailand, even the most ordinary of figures are characters to the bigger story, each with its own special quirks to be revealed. Be it patterns that reflect a household's beliefs, or stilts that speak of a region's geography, all are gifted with the same spirit of gold embodied. Today, Thailand is a rising template for new ideas and innovation. But what gives it a nice polish is its easy confidence in letting tradition set the pace. Take, for example, Bangkok City's Lumpini Park. Stretched at 57 hectares, this public park is a natural attraction for those in need of a little workout. Stop at the right time, however, and you might just end up at the heart of a king's courtyard. Named after Buddha's birthplace of Lumpiniwan district, this park was born out of a king's simple wish to nestle the cool Thai temperament. Fancy a stroll at the mall? Well then try doing it Thai style. Down at local Siam Center, not only are you served with the most cosmopolitan of pickings, but are likewise immersed in the renaissance of Thai chic. Along with floor after floor of cutting-edge Thai fashion, the mall features a one-of-a-kind incubator for local startup brands. Follow the Chao Phraya River and fall into step with the spectacle that is Asiatic riverfront. Take a sip and enjoy the view. But give it a closer look and you'll find yourself in a continuing chapter of old meets new. Unknown to many, this dazzling show of international commerce is but a retelling of what it used to be 100 years ago. Perhaps the most fascinating, however, is how present-day Thailand has been reaching out to unfamiliar views. Here at the Catholic Church of Maha Thai, traces of Thai tradition remain to inspire. As it learns to dwell not in the differences of faith, but in the shared hope of returning to paradise. With a commitment to the past and a smile to face tomorrow, Thailand is on a mission to outshine even the most golden of titles. It parades an original identity, an identity that before anything else can affect, embraces them into their own. It is a signature that cannot be forged, a color that diffuses all colors into yellowish glimmer. We may never get to find out where Suvarnabhumi began, but with Thailand's golden touch, it's pretty clear how the story ends.